Alright guys, back on the channel. Got something a little bit different for you today. For those of you that don't know, I had a channel that I uploaded almost daily to for a little over 3 years that I had some issues with. It got deleted. A lot of my subscribers like to see a lot of the Madden or the NCAA stuff that we did frequently back then. So with the new channel, I didn't want to completely abandon Madden or NCAA, especially with the newer games coming out here in the next month or two. We're definitely going to be playing those, so I'm going to be, uploading at least regularly. I didn't want to wait until then to start. I figured we run a couple videos now, try to see if I can get some of my subscriber base back that enjoyed the Madden content and see what we can do there. So just to kind of give you guys some context or to catch up a little bit, I am going into season 5. I ran all 4 seasons before on the old channel, so pretty much every game we played, and I didn't simulate anything. We, went through all 4 years just to kind of show you guys so you know I have and I've always played Madden on all Madden. I'm not just out here, blowing up Super Bowls on Pro or All Pro or something like that. So going back to year 1, and remember, I had Justin Fields to start. I actually kept him for a couple years. The first year we made it to the Super Bowl, beat San Francisco 24-21. Fields was the Super Bowl MVP for that game. The next year we made it back, ended up beating the Cardinals 28-14. Again, Fields was a Super Bowl MVP. But at this point, what I had done was that previous year, I'd actually drafted Jalen Milroe. I got him really high up in the second round. It was pretty much a steal at that point for the picks and everything that were still on the board. So I had drafted him with my hopes of keeping him for a year, having Fields, and then after, I guess at the end of this year, trading Fields for a higher draft pick, and then starting Milroe and kind of starting to rebuild the team from there. What had actually happened was I did trade Fields to the Rams. I think it was like a pick 7 ended up being, and in that draft, Arch Manning actually fell to me at number 7. And at that point, even though I had Milroe and I had those plans, I knew that I had to pull the trigger on Manning right away. So that's how that kind of transpired. Ended up getting Manning, and I actually do still have Milroe as a backup. You'll see when I go over the roster here in a minute. But that was kind of the, what transpired moving forward. Got a couple other guys in some key spots, and we've just been kind of playing, out the years from that point. So at the end of this year was when all that happened. Moving on to that year after, we made it to the Super Bowl with Manning, rookie year, ended up winning it, beating the Eagles 23-8, and Manning did take the Super Bowl MVP there. That brings us to what was last year, which I actually got beat by the Jets in the AFC Championship game. So the Jets moved out of the Super Bowl last year, ended up beating the Cowboys 31-27, which now brings us up to the current year. Just to kind of give you guys some context on, what had happened up to this point, just so I wasn't jumping into a fifth year season franchise without giving any kind of background. I'll show you guys the roster, pretty much everybody that I have now and where we're at. Going through, like I said, I do still have Milroe as well. So we have Manning 94, Milroe 85. Running backs, I do still have Najee. This will probably be the last year with him just because he is starting to regress now. Warren as well, I still have him, which I just kind of use them as like a 1-2 punch, and my running game is super strong. So they've been super solid for me up to this point. Fullback 87. My wide receivers, I have Hunter at 99, Pickens at 94, Austin in the slot 75, Marsh 75. Tight ends, I have Henderson. This is his second year. He's a rookie last year. He's an 83 already. I still have Fryermuth 85. Moving on to the offensive line, which that's what we're kind of trying to improve now. We have left tackle at 73, left guard 77. This is a year 1 guy. Rookie last year. I think he's probably going to be, pretty solid moving forward. Center 84, super solid. Right guard, 78. This is a rookie. This was my first round pick. He's going to be really good. He's probably going to be, I would say, an 85 by the end of the year. Right tackle, Fontenot, 85. Year 4, super solid guy. Going to the defense, left end 77, right end 81, defensive tackle, a couple of good guys. This guy's a year 1, 83, he's a rookie last year, and then I have a rookie this year, which is an overall 74. So I have high hopes for him. I think he'll end up being pretty good as well. Still have TJ Watt, 92, starting to regress a little bit, but he's going to retire a Steeler, so he'll be here. Middle linebacker Peyton Wilson 89, and then Sanders 81. Right side, we just got rid of Highsmith at the end of this last year, so this will be the first year without him. But we have Herbig, which was his backup, still solid guy, 79 overall. Corners, we have Porter still at a 92. And then a couple of solid guys. Hawkins was a rookie last year. He's already an 88 overall. This guy will probably end up taking Porter's starting job by the end of the year. And I also have Virgil Taylor's a one-year guy as well, almost an 80 overall. And a rookie that I just got this year, 72 overall. So solid cornerbacks. Free safety, still have Fitzpatrick, 93 overall. He's starting to regress a little bit as well, but again, like Watt, he's going to retire a Steeler. Strong safety, Morales, he's a year 2 guy and an overall 90. Again, another solid guy, especially in the run-stopping game. Kicker punter, I do still have Boswell, 77, and punter Pinion, 84. So just so you guys get an idea, I mean, that's kind of, where I've built the team over the last couple of years, and you can see the direction that I've took it. And there is, again, a couple of guys that I still have, a lot of new guys, but it's been a pretty solid combination, I would say, from the last couple of years. I mean, we won those few Super Bowls. Obviously, we lost the AFC Championship last year. This point, year 5, and before my channel got deleted, I did start season 5. I played the very first game, which we actually won. Starting this year, the Cleveland Browns actually relocated to Orlando as the Orlando Riverhogs. So finally, after 5 years, there was a relocation. But like I said, I played them the very first game of the year, and you can see here I beat them 28-10. So that's the only thing that we've missed so far out of this season. So other than that, we'll get right into it. We have the Giants week 2 at New York. And usually when I play these games, since we're so far into it, at the beginning of each game, I will cycle through the opposing team's roster just to kind of give you guys an idea where the team's at, who they, might still have, who's new. Just to give you guys an idea, at least now through week 2, you can kind of see, what the Giants' stats are. Looks like they're higher up in passing yards, 4th in the NFL, and also defense opposing points a game, 2nd in the NFL. So not bad overall. I think their defense is like an 88 overall, so they'll definitely be a solid team to play.
It's week 2 of the NFL, and we'll see the Steelers. Burner at wide receiver. He should be one of his quarterback's best friends this week. It's the Steelers and the Giants.
Why did they show
Coming
Joey
up
Porter talking
next.
about my receiver?
We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey.
East Rutherford.
Alongside my partner Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, and Charles, you take a look
Got
at
a
this
rain
Giants
game,
ball
huh?
club. They come in off a good win on the road, and now they hit the home opener at 1-0.
Little rain game in New York. All right, let's check out their roster real quick. All right, so we got Carson Beck, 85 overall. Tyler Algier, 6-year, 84. Eddie Richardson, 2nd year, 82. Decent running backs. Fullback, 70. Wideouts, they got Neighbors, 89. He's in his 4th year. Stecker, 80. Wicks, 82, 5th year. 73, 5th year. So they're really just kind of working with Neighbors. I mean, this Stecker dude might be decent, but Neighbors looks like he's about the only breakout player they have on offense. Tight end 79, 82. Offensive line, left tackle 89, left guard 79, center 83, right guard 78, right tackle 83. Going to the defense, left end 82, right end 78, a couple young guys. DT Lawrence, of course, year 9, 97. Then Rutherford, year 174. Linebackers, Thibodeau still 93. Middle, Bobby Okereke, 86, year 9. Right side, Brian Burns, year 9, 87. So they got a couple vets at linebacker. Corners, Deontay Banks, year 5, 87. Rakestraw, he was the rookie this year that they just picked up, 84, year 4. Mitchell, 79, year 5. There's a couple decent corners. Free safety, Thomas, 76. Strong safety, Newman, 82. Kicker, Aubrey, 84. Punter, Williams, 74. So, I mean, yeah, overall, man, they got a solid team. The defense is pretty solid for sure. And they got a super solid linebacker core. See what we got.
Fresh off week 1 victories, who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports.
PSA, too, just so you guys know. I haven't played Madden or NCAA for probably 2.5 months. So there's definitely going to be some rust to knock off.
And a look here now at their 4th-year quarterback.
Definitely going to be a little bit of rust to knock off.
For that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any
All right, let's see what Beck's got here.
On any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
A first carry for Tyler Algier. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Taking a glance here at the numbers last week for Algier.
I think they're going to try to establish the run early. This Sherrod dude is a monster. This defensive tackle.
And he's able to break out of one tackle.
Dude's going to be so good.
You look at this Steeler defense. They are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
We know it's only week 1, but the results are pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, they're not awarding any championships or trophies after 1 week of performance. Got some nice young faces playing for them. Let's see if they can get this going.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Giants first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of it.
Yeah, we're definitely going to have to cover neighbors. Obviously.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. A quick throw there is incomplete.
I can assure you, setting up the screen is much more difficult.
Whole defense was on his ass.
It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and a defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
2nd and 10. Algier now up the middle, and that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. This defense for the Steelers, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers.
All right, step it up, B.
Step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down.
Every coach we ever talked to.
Bro was right there, too.
Before the game. Quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. They'll give to Algier out of the gun. down at the 35. It'll be second down.
Definitely trying to establish that run.
You could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Second down and 6 now. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, taken in by Neighbors. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure
Come on,
that
boys,
guy
tighten
touches
up
the
here.
ball. And sometimes it just happens naturally.
Fuck.
And then you change your game plan. When
I
he
did
has
not
that
think they
plan,
were going to
you
run.
keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
That was a good call.
First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
All right,
This
come
one
on,
you want a
defense.
First down run, call it 8 yards, and it's second and 2.
Settle it
The
down here.
impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're
Settle
seeing
it
this
down.
the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
I don't see that one very often.
So he gets too far beyond the line, and that's an easy call for the official.
Still second down.
What do we think here? 2nd and 7. I mean, they're probably going to try to run it, right?
Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless first quarter to this point.
Send the safety at him this time.
He'll look to throw.
Of course. Get his ass. Good shit, baby.
Sacked.
That's safety.
3-yard line. It'll be a loss of
Send in
5
that
there as the
safety.
safety blitz winds up paying off. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker.
Man came in
right?
quick.
It really is because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
3rd and 12.
They're mixing up the play calls.
They'll look to throw.
Nice stop.
And that is incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived.
That Hawkins dude's the truth, man. Like I said, he's going to take Porter's job by the end of the year.
And his kick is good. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield
All right, we'll
points.
take
Maybe
it.
not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
That was a whole quarter drive, too,
does
man.
not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go
That
into
is
the
not
DNA
what we
of a
want.
team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them.
We
They'll
do
take the
not
3.
want our
Yeah, they
defense
have
on the
3
field
first
for an
downs and 3
entire
points.
quarter.
So here are the Steelers now to take over.
Here
for
comes the
first
man.
time.
He brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
First carry for Najee Harris. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play.
Yeah, it might be tough against this defense to get a run game going.
Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it 2nd down and 11.
Might be tough.
Harris running straight ahead. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves him with 3rd and just a couple.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Steelers first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Here's 2nd and 8. That's going to be caught by Pickens. It'll go down as a gain of 6.
3rd and 2.
And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
Tackled him right on the line. What kind of a spot is that?
You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
3rd and 2. They'll set up a throw.
Fuck. Fucking running back got tied up on the fucking linebacker, man.
Gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards.
God damn it. I should have just took off instead of I waited, and then I figured he was going to break free from it, but he never did. Of course.
It didn't exist.
Of course.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away.
Defense right back on the field.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Taken in by Neighbors. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and
Can't
run.
give him that much space.
One of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now it's Richardson. He'll take this to the 46. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6. He'll drop to throw. That's complete. It's Neighbors. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Am I going to have to start doubling this guy?
Back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
When you decide to run a hitch route, it really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
That's caught left side by Neighbors.
Fucking Neighbors is killing me.
Inside the 30. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing.
Yeah, I'm mixing it up on him, too. I'm playing zone and man.
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up.
Giving him different looks.
Point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme.
Get him.
And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end,
so
defensive
close,
tackle.
man.
It doesn't matter. You just
So
exchange
close.
someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
13 yards down to the 13. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Come on, D. Can't give up a touchdown here.
Back to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible. Hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Nice sack.
Gonna get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line.
I knew it was coming.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36
I knew it was coming.
In half number 1.
Been close to him a couple
They've
times.
been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a
Been
groove.
sending them
Last play,
too,
pass
so.
completion now. Finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
All right.
So scores on their first
I'll
2
take
possessions,
6-0
but
for how this
6-0
half's
the
went
field goal's
all
probably
day.
what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that.
We'll
Not
take
what they
that
were
all
hoping
day.
for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
One more drive here for the Steeler offense in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter.
All right, we do have 2 timeouts.
Offensively, they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Wide open, baby.
That's caught downfield by Pickens. Down to the 10 and into the end zone. Touchdown.
Let's go,
Pittsburgh.
George. Only takes 1 play.
He was gone. Big time play. And just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll
They
find
keep
out
running
just
those
how
curls.
much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Come on, don't give up anything stupid.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
Get him.
Pressure comes and the Steelers take him down. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
Why? Why would you take a timeout after that play? Just go into the half.
Theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Just go into the half at that point.
They're going to look to throw. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Oh,
Trying to lob it in there, but it's incomplete.
it's getting ugly back there
So
now.
we reach halftime here with a visiting set for quarter number
All right,
3 here.
let's wrap this shit
Forecast
up.
Calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
Close first half.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Well, the Steeler offense ready to get going to begin this third quarter.
Never got the running game going, man.
It has obviously been all about the defense.
So
on
much
both
of my
sides of the
offense,
football.
like,
Which offense
especially
is
the
gonna
passing
break through
game,
here? We'll see
depends
what
on
they
the
can do
running game.
this drive.
So if I can't get that going, man, it throws off my whole game plan.
They'll start on the ground with Harris. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they can actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And Najee going to have a Steelers first down as we get this up past the 40.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Setting up the screen, Harris. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little
Even
bit.
with Najee's regression, he's still super solid, man.
Give him a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
And then I switch him out with Warren from time to time.
So the ball moves from their
Like bring Warren in with fresh legs in the second half. Works out so good. Look at that.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. Another nice gain. That's
all right, we're starting to grind on him now.
Those last two plays. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
I didn't want to aim it any more left because of that safety. I probably shouldn't even have threw that. That was way too tight of a window.
A third quarter now, a one-point game as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll try to right side with Harris. Down right around the 25. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Rain's been steady.
They'll set up to throw. And able to catch
Fuck.
it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So
Come on, Hunter.
Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
You're a 99, brother. You got to drag him right there.
Did all he could. He caught it, but it was led a little bit too far.
You got to drag him right there.
Isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
Money Boswell.
Boswell's kick is good. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10.
Still out here doing it.
Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know,
Yeah, man, our offense is a little rusty.
One team, hey, we've kept it within
I mean, like I said, I
the
haven't
other
played
side
for
saying,
2.5
hey, we put points on
months,
the board
so
and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though. 3
I
points for the
definitely
opening
expected
drive
to
of
have
the
to
third
knock some rust off, that's for
quarter.
sure.
Sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession.
And we're coming off first season of not making it and winning the Super Bowl, too.
Following the field goal a moment ago.
So we lost that AFC Championship game last year.
You know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals,
It's all right.
not in their game plan.
Can't win
They
them
need
all.
to get the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, quick throw here, that's complete. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play.
All right, we got to
Get
do
that
something
slant.
here
A
about
lot of people call it an
neighbors.
extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed.
Stu's
'Cause you
killing
get a guy
us.
on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule.
Nice
And
pass.
that's gonna be
The
incomplete
hell?
as he let him a bit too much. He shook his head right when he released that throw.
He's kind of glad that happened because I was all over his ass.
On that one, wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
So
Probably a
after the
good thing.
second down incompletion, they'll come up now
Back
against
up
the
a little
3rd
bit,
and
brother.
6. Back
That's
to
why you're out
throw
here getting fucking roasted.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A nice pickup of 23 on the third down conversion.
And it's pretty evident that this passing game has been frustrated so far.
Letting them hang around.
The ball the way we might have expected, but this is a good pickup here for the first down.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. They'll look to throw again.
Oh my God.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Nick
Bro.
gets it for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A.
That was a crazy animation.
Performance continued on that play. This
Holy shit.
He's not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
It kind of seems like they abandoned the running game, though, huh?
2nd and 15 following that sack. Looking to throw.
Wow.
Oh, he's got a man wide open. Complete.
Wow.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 26.
How do you let that man get that open?
22.
Somebody had to have slipped.
This offense to get going, a little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're
That was a man formation. Somebody had to have slipped. There's no way.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And his throw here is incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Man's getting dangerous out here.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Come on, D.
He gets that one complete to Wicks. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Finding Johnson on the out route. That's complete. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's the Giants with possession of the football but needing points as we start quarter number 4.
This is a tight game.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get positive yardage there as he'll be touched down.
We just can't seem to cover this dude for some reason.
From the 7, it's 2nd and 5. Algier going straight ahead.
Come on.
And he's brought
You
down
knew that
right
was coming.
at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once
All right,
guys get
big
out of
play.
that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Big play.
So 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. He'll look to throw. Toward the pylon, caught. And just
Oh my God.
as he's out of bounds right at the run. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now.
These fuckers are nickel and diming me to death.
Because obviously you're trying to prevent the touchdown, but you're also trying to keep it from getting a first down as well. That time they weren't up to the task, and it's 1st and goal.
They'll try and run it in. It's Richardson. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding them out on 1st down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here.
Oh my God, he got murdered. Fuck.
Giants. Malik Neighbors, his first touchdown.
I took a chance on that man up, but
The Giants have moved out in
it was
front
close.
here in the 4th quarter.
Look at that ball. How lucky, bro. How fucking lucky. Look at that ball. Wow.
Told them, don't worry about it. We got your backs. We'll come back with a touchdown of our own, and they did.
You know, if that happened to me, it would have been a fumble. Another 5-minute drive. These fuckers are killing me.
A 13-play drive in total, and it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants.
They are killing me on time of possession, man. Usually it's the other way around with the running game and shit.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
It's kind of weird playing a game like this.
Set to take the field. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense.
That's what's interesting too, though. Like what I like about playing deep into franchises, like once you get past the first couple seasons, the teams change and like the dynamics and shit of teams change so much that you would never expect something like this.
They'll start the drive with Harris, and he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one, and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
All right, we're going to have to get methodical here.
From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd and 7. Now back to throw.
Nice catch, baby. Wide open.
Receiver complete. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 51 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
Well, a first down carry for Harris. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. With that,
keep the defense off the field for a little bit.
Yes, he has hit 8,000 career rushing yards.
And that's fantastic. That means he's now approaching the top 50 all-time rushers in NFL history. That means he just sped past Terrell Davis, who's in the Hall of Fame. And now he's just got to go ahead and be strong and run hard because he's chasing down Larry Zonka.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
That's ridiculous, bro. That was supposed to be a run.
And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
That was a legit running play.
Old school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage.
That's how fast they were back there.
They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a defensive
Wild.
player of the year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground.
I have literally 0 time to throw it back there.
Creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th
My line is killing me. Line is not playing well today at all. At all.
Kick is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. Now, we knew this had the potential to be a tight game, but with less than 3 minutes to play, couldn't be any tighter. We're all tied.
All locked up, right? And this next drive is going to tell us everything we need to know about this game because I want to see how they
all right,
come out
D.
with the football.
Counting on you.
Attack downfield. You still got the 2-minute warning to come
Waiting on that big turnover we haven't had yet.
And try and hold on and maybe just get to overtime.
It's coming.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
It's coming.
Another drive coming up for New York's offense. A long drive last time.
Beck's due for a pick.
Charles, if you remember, they started basically
100%.
in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through
100%.
the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now.
Come on, bro.
Let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball
Jesus
through the
Christ.
secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
I like what I'm seeing from them.
As open as some of these guys have been this game, man. Holy shit.
They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
And this is incomplete.
Oh.
He had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play. But he could not.
Oh my God, did I get lucky on that one?
Holy
shit.
You feel like you've got to find a way to come up with that football. That was put in a great spot, but it just
did I get lucky on that?
That's a big letdown.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. The throwing left sideline there.
Nice coverage.
But it's incomplete. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game. They'll drop the throw. And he's unable to haul it in.
All right,
so
D.
Falls incomplete over the middle third of the field. And that brings up 4th.
Did your job.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation. And now on 4th down, you've got to punt this and try to get to overtime.
Crowd is not happy.
In my estimation.
This is taken at about the 14. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. It's
all right, Manning.
Punt, 8 on the return. And the Steelers will go
minute 44.
1st and 10.
I know it's been tough sledding this game, but something's got to break here.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They'll come up now on 2nd down. They'll set up a throw. He's going to loft one deep left side. Here.
Got him!
He's got him in, complete.
Got him!
He's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Travis Hunter.
A great effort there.
Let's fucking go, baby.
And the Steelers strike quickly to take the lead here in the 4th. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being
just
aggressive,
ran around
reaching
him.
that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Extra point now by Boswell.
Man, in a game as tight as this one's been, these fuckers haven't gave me anything.
On a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
All right, one more time, D. Close this shit out.
The
Fuck.
lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they finally get to him out near midfield, but he's all the way across the 45 to the 46.
Of course.
Possession of the football going back over to the Giants.
Fucking
He
midfield.
got it with that big return.
Here's 1st
All right,
and
we're going to
10.
double neighbors. You know that's where they're going.
He'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their
You know that's where they're going to be going.
And so get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. Here's 2nd down. Back to throw. That's complete to Wicks. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little
Bend,
over
but don't
50
break.
seconds left to go in the game.
Bend, but don't break.
1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10. Back to throw.
Oh my God, no shot.
Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Man.
So key on a ball like that. It's hard. I know how difficult it is, but that's a ball you
Dude was covered too to the very last second.
Play is gonna slip through their fingers.
And he still fucking dropped it.
And figuratively.
Under 50 seconds to play. Here's 2nd and 10. He's back to throw. And this time he's got the hook up.
Porter looked like he wanted to snatch that.
Bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
It didn't check off every box.
Looked like he was about to make an attempt on it.
Stopped getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
Well, this feels like a late season game.
All right, come on.
Just week 2. Here's a big 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective.
I feel like I've had more success with man this game than I have zone.
1st and 10.
Not by much, but I have at least some.
They'll look to throw.
Nice hit.
He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens in bounds.
Back to throw again. Oh, and that nearly ended it.
Nice coverage.
That should have been intercepted, but he cannot corral it, and that is a lifeline there with 3rd down coming up.
Got those young corners out there.
But we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Nice coverage.
Left sideline falls incomplete.
Last play.
One chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Tighten up.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard
Barely.
line.
Last play, let's go.
One final shot. They'll look to throw.
Get him, let's
And
go.
he's gonna go down. He's sacked back at
Way
the
to close it out,
24.
defense.
Well, it came down to the final play in such a close ballgame. What a game it was. But
Man, that was a close game.
Good job by that defense to get
Like
in
I
there
said, man, you
for
never
the sack
expect.
to seal it.
And for fans watching the game, a little bit anticlimactic.
Giants are a tough team
Not
through
even
5
able to
years.
get off one last throw to see
For
how
sure.
it would have turned out. Instead, pass rush got to him and ended it that way.
They were 1-0 too. I wonder who they played week
So for
1.
the Steelers, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the
First
Jets,
home game.
they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with
2
the
touchdowns,
Vikings.
231, no picks. Not bad.
I'm
We'll take
Brandon
it.
Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew.
We'll
We'll
take
catch
it.
you